time now to talk about family. As our loved ones age, you want to make sure they're well taken care of. Carolyn Richardson from PACE is here, and she has help for you today. Thanks so much for talking with us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, assisted living is something that comes up as we age. What are the different types?
So I usually break it down to 3 different types. Your group home or assisted living care home, your assisted living community, or your memory care centers.
Okay, so there's 3 different types. Can you explain exactly what those are? Because I think a lot of people don't even realize there's different types.
Absolutely. So typically a care home, they're all licensed the same way, and they're licensed by the state. The difference is the size and their specialties. So an assisted living care home, for instance, is usually licensed for 10 or less people. It's more quaint. It's a home like you and I would live in. Everybody has their own room or shares a room with somebody else. They come to the dinner table and eat. They have activities, social activities, just a little bit more one-on-one family type environment, and it's run exactly the same way as a larger community. It's just a smaller home in a residential neighborhood.
That's good to know. And what about when you get into the larger scale centers and communities?
So you've probably seen them, you've probably driven by them. There are different levels. A lot of times they are licensed for 11 or over, so you can be maybe 17 residents all the way up to 350 residents. And they are actually your larger communities with lots and lots of social activities. They have transportation to different outings, your dining room style, and basically they still offer different levels of care. You typically will pay for your room or your apartment and then have different levels of care depending on what your needs are.
And then memory care?
So memory care can be standalone, or it can be within another community. They are specialized for dementia, Alzheimer, memory issues. They have appropriate socialization, cognitive exercises to kind of keep people moving in the most normal way possible with their cognitive deficits.
Okay.
So keeping them up to par, keeping them exercising, kind of along that same line of use it or lose it. And so there's lots of staff that are specifically trained in dementia and Alzheimer's.
Now, as far as looking at all of these, there's lots of different levels. How do we navigate? How do we choose?
Well, I think that a care coordinator from PACE is perfect place to start. Reason being is we can really look at their medical issues, we can look at their disabilities, we can look at what it is that they need, we can look at their finances and find the most appropriate setting. Sometimes I find that families will think that their loved one needs a big community, they want them involved in all the social activities, but really when I drill down to it, they're not the personality that will even take part in them. So then I would recommend a care home. Or maybe they have memory care issues and they would benefit more to being in that level of care. So
and you know all these different centers, and so you can help navigate that. And does it cost any money to get the help from you?
Absolutely not. It's a free service that we offer to the community through PACE, because our PACE guide is actually that. It's people accessing community education. So we are educating them and teaching them about the resources that are out there.
Why should they call today to learn more?
It's never too soon to start looking. It's never too soon. The last thing you want to do is work in a crisis mode. So it's never too soon to start looking and finding out what your options are and what's out there.
That's very smart, very true. And for more information, everyone, to talk to a care coordinator, really easy. Just call the number right there on your screen. You can also learn more at seniorhousing.org.